What is going on, everybody, and welcome to a new game here on the channel called Astroneer. If you have never seen Astroneer, it is one of my favorite games ever made. Let me clean up, hold on. All right, you're in space. You land on a planet. This is the very start. You haven't really missed much. Man, this is a really awkward start. Just kind of dig out here a little bit. Okay. So yeah, welcome. This is Astroneer. You'll kind of get you'll catch up as we go through here. Basically, this is your little hub, your shelter. This is a landing pad. Has a mission log and all that good stuff on it. A lot of different things. It's basically it's No Man's Sky-esque. A really good game though. There's a lot to go over when we first begin. But let's just start. They've changed it recently. There's now missions in this game. And missions are going to kind of be what helps you get going, we'll say. It gives you progression, which is always nice. So to start, you have this base. It provides power by this thing right here. This is called an RTG. Let me go ahead and move the cam down as well. There we go. Throw it right in the corner for now. Okay. This is called an RTG. This provides power. A full RTG, I believe, provides 4 units of power. The one that we have here currently provides 1 unit of power. Additionally, over on this side, we'll be putting something called an oxygenator. Provide you with oxygen. And that's really all it does. You can see this blue cord here, right? That's tethering me to this thing. It's called a tether. If I get too far, the tether will disconnect and I will slowly begin losing oxygen here. You only have so much oxygen. Once you get back and the tether will connect, fill your oxygen again, you're good to go. You have a backpack. Has 8 slots on the back of it. 2 top slots right here and right here. And then you have a gun that has 3 slots on the side as well. Over here you have your landing pad. Rockets and stuff you'll be able to land here, your ships. And it also has the mission log on here, which shows you different stuff. So when you complete these are, let's back up a little bit. These are your objectives. Here are the active ones. So this one specifically wants you to unpack an oxygenator, install it on the shelter, and connect a printer to the shelter as well. This one wants you to discover a gateway chamber. It's a long ways off. We won't worry about that. Up here are the ones you've completed. This one is to arrive on Silva. Go ahead and hit finished. And it has given it to us. And now we have our items. So right here, this is an oxygenator that has been packed up. So right here, the size of this cube right here is 1 slot. It fits in 1 little space. Once we unpack it by holding F, it fills up. It's no longer able to fit in our backpack. It's too big. It takes up 2 spaces. As you can see, the little nodes here, 1, 2. Takes up both of those slots. And now we have oxygen. So there's that. Second off, you have this printer. Takes up, does it take up 1? It does take up 1. Hilarious, I didn't think that's how that worked. So it'll fit in the backpack, though it's not usable. Or, you're welcome to put it on the ground and plug it in. These little cords down here on the back of everything are how you connect power around. So there's that. We've now finished that. So go ahead and accept it. We're going to get 1 set of tethers and 500 bytes, which is a currency. All right. Let me just check in here and see what else we've got. Perfect. Go ahead and close those. The next things we have are to connect a tether to the oxygenator, which will give us 1 small canister and 500 bytes. And the gateway chamber still. So when you have tethers in your backpack, you can simply press T and it'll drop a tether down. And that extends the cord for your oxygen. So you can keep running and drop a bunch of tethers and you're good to go. We have completed that, so let's get that one done. It's gonna drop down our new stuff. This is a small canister. This goes on your backpack or your gun. I like to leave mine right there. And what it means is when you're sucking up ground and stuff, which you can terraform like this with your gun, as you can see here, it's filling with soil. It went from a green dot to a yellow dot. So the main crux of this, as you just saw there, it popped up, said organic. Let me do these. It's gonna be a lot of explanation in this episode. I'll try and keep it short and brief, but I kind of want to go over some stuff for anyone that's never played before. There's organic. There's a bunch of materials like this in the world that you can use to craft and build, etc. So right here, like you have all these plants and stuff on the surface. They're organic. So when you suck up them all up, they will build on the back of your gun like this. Once it gets to a full piece, it'll shove it in the back there. So now we have 3 organic. We're going to suck some regular ground up here. And that'll fill our canister. All right, and fill a small canister with soil. I didn't realize that was even a challenge. But that's done. So now you can see it's got a green dot. It's full of soil. When you bring out your suck gun, you can hold control to do some smoothing. So what that'll do is it'll flatten all of the ground that you go over. And, everything will be kind of nice and smooth and even. Just like this. And I'm going to just go around real quick and kind of smooth some of this area out. Can be a little finicky, especially when you get pieces up in the air like this. Get rid of that. We just kind of want to open up the area a bit here. Make it not so chunky. Come back here, get this all nice and smooth. Just gonna have a nice flat workspace for the time being. Go a little bit more here. Nope. Kind of messed up there a little bit. All right. And your canister will figure all of this out for you if you're concerned about it or anything. Kind of want to angle this out. Actually, we want to measure this out. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. So that's kind of how that works. Pretty simple, right? You can't actually change any of the gray stuff here. And then you can build, like, so if you're at a slope like this and you want to build the slope down, you can actually keep doing that. So whatever angle this is at when you press, is what angle you'll be smoothing at. Now I am, I'm a little bit of the anal type when it comes to stuff like this. So I like to at least be able to walk up and down like this. Just keep moving. No like hard cliffs or anything that's forcing me to jump. But so far this is looking pretty good. Just clean up a little bit of this. I don't want to spend too much time on this. So now we kind of just build out from here. So you have this printer. This printer can print, 3D print a bunch of different items. So you go in here, we'll go ahead and complete this. Fill a small canister with soil. I think we just got bytes for that. And we'll get to bytes in a bit. Unlock, print, and attach a boost mod and a drill mod. That's going to take a bit. And gather compound and resin. So let's go ahead and look for some compound and some resin. Just take a quick scan of the area. That right there, I believe, is compound. Over here, we have resin. So we're going to take our tethers, and I saw compound to our right as well, and go all the way out here. And we're just going to pick up some resin. So you see it kind of this macaroni stuff on the surface, that's resin. What happens is you'll see it, it'll go down further. There's a big pocket of it under here. Just like this. You're just gonna kind of suck all the resin out. Okay. We'll get one more. All right. So now this is perfect. So if you fill up too much stuff in your backpack, all the slots are full, it'll just drop it on the ground. So we're gonna pick up this resin. Take it over here. Now we have 4 resin. We still need to get 4 compound, but we'll be back to that in a moment. Move the tether by accident. So now we have that. So on here, on the small printer, we can go through and look. You can make another small canister with a resin. It'll show you down here what you need. Make a work light that requires 1 copper. We're a ways away from that still. Might want to make a medium printer. You build bigger stuff and you'll keep building bigger printers. But the thing we're most interested in is a medium storage right now, which costs 2 resin. Which we're going to go ahead and build this out real quick. And all this is a piece of storage. So once it's done building here, you'll see we have this nice little storage thing. We'll unpack it. And it looks just like this. So you can move this around or whatever. But this is just good for storing objects. I did just knock that over. It's going to take us a minute here. So we're going to just put all of this organic on here for now. We're going to use it in a bit. But not right away. All right. So next up, let's go get our compound, which is going to be right over here. Now, there's no hostile enemies or anything like that in this game. I mean, there are some hostile things, but it's flora more than and fauna, we'll say. All right, we got our 4 compound. Go ahead and head on back here. Your backpack also does have a small printer inside of it, backpack size printer down here. So it'll cycle things in and out like this. So if you want to make more tethers, it's 1 compound. If you want to make oxygen filters, it's resin. You can make a beacon that requires quartz, which we don't have yet, etc., etc. So we have that done. So we'll go ahead and pop this. It's going to drop us a couple of things here. So this is a medium platform. Wonderful. Second medium platform. And a medium storage, which we've actually already created. Let's see what else we got going on in here. We're looking to do the tool mods and then create the medium printer and slot the printer to a platform. So this small stuff can sit on its own on the ground. Any of the bigger stuff, though, requires a platform. Just like this. And what a platform does is it just plugs in and anything sitting on top of it will have, any of the power running through it, basically. So now what we want to do, we go back to the small printer. We go back to the medium printer and we make 1 medium printer. So this is all kind of, there is a tutorial in the game if you're interested. I am playing on Steam right now. But I'm kind of just tutorializing everything for you real quick here. Probably going to be what the first episode is, but once we get on to more, we'll kind of just play and go. So there's your small printer. You can grab stuff and turn it with C and V. So we actually want it to face out here for now. Let's see what we have there. So we just finished that. We'll be getting 2 large platforms, or 2 something or others. I guess we're just getting 1 large platform. Okay. So with this large platform, there's a lot of platforms too, so you can do a lot of different things. This is just the very standard platform B. You use this a lot. It's got 1 4 slot in the middle, and then 2 2 slots on each side, or a 2 slot on each side, I should say. All right, we got a lot of different things here. So let's take a look. So this is all the new stuff. All right, so print and use a research chamber. So let's go ahead and get working on that. Basically, what we're working up to right now is we want to get a ship. We're actually going to move planets. This is something new for me. We're actually going to go and live on a more difficult planet. We're actually going to live on the moon of a planet, I believe, and try and make things work there. It's going to be a little more difficult than just living here. This is Silva, the base planet. This is the easiest planet to live on for sure. You kind of have a little bit of everything all around all the time. But let's go ahead and make our research chamber. So you can see a research chamber takes 1 resin and 2 compound, which we have on hand. So we're going to get that going. I believe this printer requires 2 units of power to work properly. We only have 1 unit of power currently, so it's going to take a little bit longer. It works at half the speed. While that's going, we'll go collect some other resources. Grab some more compound and stuff, probably some more resin. Kind of go from there. There are cave systems and stuff. This over here is debris. And actually, there's some good stuff on here. So we'll take this clay and we'll take the copper. We'll kind of dig the debris out a little bit here. Take this back with us. So debris is just junk. There are things called shredders in the game, which will let you shred the debris down into scrap. And then you can use scrap to use to make other materials or to get your hands on materials that you might not have readily available. Very useful. Now we're gonna get into the bites here in a minute, and then we'll kind of just be, we'll be pretty much solid. Okay, let's probably get on those. Got a couple more resin. So this will all come into play here in a minute. You'll kind of see what's going on with the rocks and little plant bulb I pulled out earlier, all that good stuff. There are day and night cycles in this game, as well as like atmosphere stuff. So there is like sunlight specific on each planet, and wind that's specific to each planet, because there are... Oh, that's not what we wanted, but... Alright. So perfect. It looks like we're just now finishing up our research chamber here, so we're going to go ahead and slot that there and unpack it. And this here is a research chamber. So this will research various items that you find around the planet. So for instance, we can research the research items, like this giant organic material here. We place that in there. It should have power, but it looks like it doesn't. Oh, I guess we got to start it. And right here, you can see we're going to be earning 12 bytes per minute. That cannot be right. I don't know what... It's B/M, I believe, but I'm not sure what it's actually referring to at the moment. But you can see over the total span, we are going to get 456 bytes and counting. Here you can see kind of, I think this is what it's supposed to look like. This is when the sun comes up. No, it can't be right either. I'm not sure. Let's be honest, I don't know. But it's telling you right here it's not working at full power right now. At some point, we're going to need more power. So that's also what this giant rock is. We can just put that there. That we found on top of the debris. Debris you kind of just throw off into the middle of nowhere. So we're going to get 2 beacons and a set of bytes here again. So let's take our beacon. You put the beacon there. You go ahead and put whatever color. We'll do yellow for now, or orange. And now you can see, if you move away from it, you can see the beacon in the sky. So we'll be able to see our beacon and go, okay, that's where our home is. Makes it a lot easier to navigate when you're moving around the planet. Go ahead and throw that on here for now. We'll put the clay there. We'll put the copper there. Kind of just get everything taken off here for a moment. It's weird. Dakota and I have been playing this, pretty much every day for a week or so now. So having nothing feels very awkward to me. Connect a small generator to a power network. Gain 2,000 total bytes. And find and use 10 research samples. All right, so we're looking for storage, small batteries. We're basically waiting just for us to get a ship, and then we can kind of get out of here. So this will be chugging along here. We can check at any time by what it looks like here. Just kind of watch it go. You can also lock down any of these things, so you can see lock and unlock. If you unlock it, it means you can pick it up and move it. Once you lock it, you can't accidentally pick it up or something. So I like to lock all of these down, just so I'm not accidentally moving stuff. And then you cannot move the shelter wherever it lands you. Kind of just stuck there. So let's go ahead and look at a generator. It's going to be one of the... There we go. It's going to be one of the compound ones. We're going to go ahead and make a small generator here real quick in our backpack. And a small generator, basically all it does is you can go ahead and put it on the ground here. Connect it to some power. And then you throw some organic on top of it. And it starts producing 2 units of power. So now you'll see this bad boy is moving at a much higher rate. We're getting 24 bits per minute. It's a lot faster. It's going to be done in 4 minutes now. This, however, will use the organic. You won't be able to use it again. I mean, you can use the generator again, but the organic gets eaten up. Works the way any generator would. So we've done that. We're now going to get a small battery and the schematic. I did not read that properly. It just slams into the ground. So now we have a small battery. So the small battery will plug in here. It's not going to do a whole lot. It's actually going to take power away from this probably. Too far away. Oh, okay. It's actually doing just fine. So the battery is going to start filling up with power, and it'll store power like any battery would. Now you might have seen, I talked about a schematic. It unlocks a schematic. If you hit tab, this brings up your research. So these are different things that you can unlock, basically. Or different, not even things that you can unlock, but this is, how do I want to put it? This is blueprints, I guess is the best way to put it. So you can look at different blueprints for different items to unlock. It does not actually give you the item. But for instance, if we look at the large printer, which we don't have yet. Let's go down to like these maybe. Maybe it is a medium printer. I didn't think it was, but I'm not really sure what's in what printer sometimes still. Even though I've played so much of this game. I do not know. Let's look back here again. Shouldn't be here either. Maybe it is. I'm basically just looking for the ships. Oh, you know what? We haven't unlocked the schematic for any ships. That's probably the problem here. So let's go ahead. We'll get the fully charged battery. That's done. We're going to get splitters and extender schematics. Not going to worry too much about that right now. Crafting larger batteries will require lithium from Visania. Well, we are not at Visania if you haven't noticed. I'll tell you what, let's let me look and just see when we get this ship, because I want to move as quick as possible. Small shuttle is made from 2 aluminum. However, to unlock the schematic, I don't even see it. Okay, here we go. Is needed to progress the game. Without the small shuttle, it's not possible to get some resources. Oh, and it doesn't tell me. Hilarious. Eventually, we're gonna get it. Tell you that much. I don't know. We'll get there eventually. Let's put it that way. Can't be that far off. And as soon as we get the small shuttle, we'll get out of here. So let's go ahead and try and do something else. Let's make the furnace. Oops, and I'm just knocking shit over. Oh, hello, kitten. How are you? Do we have the furnace yet? Do we need a large printer? We can find out. Hello. You're just right in the way, aren't you, buddy? We're gonna make the large printer regardless. What's up, big guy? Can I put you on the ground? I'm gonna put you on the ground, okay? Everyone say hi to Moose. Say hi, buddy. Say hi. All right, I know. You don't like being held. I know, you're a cat. So let's go ahead and grab some more organic. Get the generator going. Probably might want to grab another thing of compound and maybe make another Jenny. All right. I mean, we'll need more compound. Compound is kind of the default, I guess, the most important resource in the game. Please. Allow me to move. Wonderful. So we have actually finished researching that one in here. Go ahead and put that straight in. And there we go. So let's make our second generator here. And it's already going to start in the backpack, which gives me power. And we should get plenty of power going here now. So that you should be able to start producing at full capacity. We're also getting that battery charged up again, which is nice. So there is that. I'd like to relock that. And we need to go in here and make another platform. So this time we'll make platform A. Okay. Working on the bytes still there. Working on research samples. Wonderful. So while we got that going, we're going to go find some laterite, which is an underground resource. So in the game, you might find that you have kind of areas like this that you can just walk on down. In fact, we gotta make tethers first. I'm losing my mind a little bit. Though you can make those in the backpack. It does take power. This is your power here. It'll refill once you're connected to the power, but if you're away from it, it does not refill. Ooh, I'm dead. I'm alive. I'm going to die. Well, maybe not. If you hold Alt, you can build straight up, as long as you have a canister on you. Which, thankfully, we do. Alright. Kind of got a little scary there. Alright, so this is kind of where some of the smoothing stuff comes in. So now, if you just do that thing where you smooth out, but you do it at an angle, you know, you can make a nice little walkway down. I get rid of some of the ceiling here so we have a little more room and stuff. Alright. Oh, what a good start. Remember earlier how I said there's no real enemies or anything hostile in the game? Not exactly true. These plants right here, especially these, you know, it's most of the plants actually, are somewhat hostile. Let's go ahead. I just want to build another little... Look, it's not the easiest thing to build, okay? I'm bad at building. This is fine though. So you have these plants, right? So this green one back here shoots a ball of toxic gas that'll chase you down. The purple one doesn't do much. It just explodes when you get too close to it. So if you're nervous and you don't want to die to them, what you do is you just dig out underneath them and it kills them. And it's just that easy. And then right here, you can see this little tangled piece. You can hold F and it'll actually research it. Please don't make me fall again. There was one that dropped from that green plant, but it has fallen down another layer, so we're just going to build over this hole and not think too much about it. Let's get that back up here. This is a pretty cavernous area. Usually it's not quite like this. You might see these little stick out things here. These are also some research things. You can go ahead and pop those. And you know what, we'll actually get some tethers going over this way. Or out of tethers, which is just wonderful. Make some more real quick though. Not the greatest area we've come down into. Usually it's pretty open when you get down here, but we don't really got a whole lot going on. Let's kind of dig through this wall here a little bit. Alright, and that's what we're looking for over there, thankfully. So we're just going to make a nice little tether path. Alright, you know what? It's fine. We can get over there. Let's kill out some of these guys. You don't want to stand too close to them when you explode them like that either, because they will hurt you. Okay, I think we need one more, it looks like. Go ahead and make some more tethers here. And explode that. Unfortunately, we didn't get one. Now this is a pop coral seed. It basically means that it'll let you plant the thing we just broke. So now this will eventually grow up into a pop coral plant. Some of them remain hostile after replanting, some of them do not. And now we found this. This is laterite. This is just like anything else. It's more of a metal. So we're just gonna grab a bunch of this. This will turn into, I think it's aluminum. I'm also really bad with what metal they become after using them. You'll see that while I know a lot about this game, I also know very little at the same time. Okay, I actually think I kind of want to just cut through like this. That kind of gets us over to that other area a little bit better. So we're going to run back up to the surface. This is a really janky cave here, to be honest with you. But it's nearby, so I guess it's kind of nice. All right, so we still got the big research going. We have finished our other platform. So this is platform A. Looks a little bit different than platform B, though it won't take up as much space. Connect it there, and this is just the middle portion. It does not have the little friend sides, if you will. And then we'll go ahead and grab our large printer. Put that here, and we'll unlock that. And that's gonna look just like that. All right, and I forgot what I was doing. Okay, that's right. So we're actually gonna go ahead and pull a large printer off for now. I believe we want the smelting furnace. Okay, can't help but notice there's no smelting furnace. It's not a large one though, is it? No, it's not. We literally can't print anything from this yet, which is fine. Oh, you know what? We have to research it, I'll betcha. Sometimes I forget that we have to do stuff like this. So let's go medium printer stuff. No, this is small. This is medium printer. Chem lab, soil centrifuge, smelting furnace. So let's go ahead and research that. Now we can make it. So we just use the blueprints to find out how to make the item. And there you go. Smelting versus is 1 compound, 2 resin. Who would have guessed? And as with the way Astroneer works, we need more compound. Always need more compound. All right. We don't even have room for it. So we'll just go ahead and carry it. Where did it go? Oh, there we go. Weird. So we'll put that on there, and smelting furnace away. Perfect. So we're just gonna take a minute and wait for this. We can get some of the organic going on these. And you should have full power now, so we won't worry too much about it. We're just gonna chill. It's still coming along. We're almost there. You'll get used to it eventually. The bigger printer takes a very long time. All right, so that's done. So we're gonna set this over on our new platform here. And unpack that. And now we have a smelter. So what we can do with the smelter is we can Place this stuff right on in there. Just like that. It's got to be turned on. And it's going to start smelting stuff. Now, if you put it on one like this... And actually, let's pull the research chamber off for now. All right, and you can see it spits it out right here. But if we move it to this one, it'll automatically put it down there, which is nice. So we're going to let that go. It'll do all 4 of them without us having to do anything. And now we got a lot of active ones. So let's do that. Got a medium storage here. Not that we need yet another one, but now what you can do with the medium storage that's cool. As you see, it kind of looks like this. It's a little strange looking. If you put the storage there and you activate it, now you got 8 slots on the side instead of 6. Or instead of 4. So pretty good. I'm going to end the first episode here. Next time we come back, we're hopefully going to be close to getting our shuttle, getting on out of here, landing on our new home, and kind of going from there. That's going to do it for this episode. Hope you all love Astroneer. Let me know if you guys are excited, and I will see you next time.